If you saw yourself in the last video, if you grew up just apologizing for your masculinity, afraid of upsetting your mother, your wife, or any other woman in your life, you're not alone. Now that was conditioning. This is the beginning of deprogramming. In this video, we'll walk through the core steps many men take to break free from blue pill mindsets and how to reclaim the masculine clarity, leadership, and grounded presence that's already inside of you. This isn't therapy. This is masculine recovery. Hi, I'm Jason, just a regular guy, and yeah, I've been through the grinder of the feminist ideology dominated Western culture, and I've come out on the other end with my heart and my soul intact. So can you. This channel exists because you and I deserve support that actually works for us. So let's begin. You can't fix what you won't face. And the first lie many men were told, that masculinity itself is the problem. Well, no. You were raised to believe anger is dangerous, desire is shameful, leadership is controlling, and male authority is abuse. None of that is true. Healthy masculinity is protective, present, and powerful. To deprogram the blue pill, you must first say out loud, I was taught to betray my nature, and I'm done with that. That's not rebellion, that's restoration. Step 2, break the enmeshment. If you're raised by a single mom, I was, or a dominant mother with a passive father, you may have been kind of pulled into this emotional enmeshment. You were her good boy, her emotional support, and unwittingly her stand-in partner. You learn to tune into her emotions and tune out your own. Signs that you're still enmeshed? Well, you fear disappointing women. You shut down when they are upset. You seek approval instead of truth. You feel guilt when you try to set boundaries. To break this pattern, you must do something radical. And that is detach. Detach with love. Reclaim your emotional space. Now, allow her to feel what she feels. Absolutely. Don't try managing her reactions. And when guilt rises, because it will, don't apologize. Just breathe and stand your ground. Now, this is where you become a man. Step 3 is to reclaim your masculine archetypes. Inside every man are 4 ancient energies: the king, the warrior, the magician, and the lover. We're all of those. These are the archetypes of the mature masculine. They are not toxic. They are not outdated. They are timeless. The king brings order and structure and vision. The warrior takes action, sets boundaries, and protects. The magician brings wisdom, insight, and clarity. And the lover brings connection, presence, and vitality. Now, most blue-pilled men are stuck in the shadow versions of these. The passive king who abdicates, the wounded warrior who lashes out, the trickster magician who deceives, and the needy lover who clings. Now, to reclaim your life, these 4 archetypes must be reactivated. What helps? Well, archetypal coaching, men's initiatory work, rites of passage guided by grounded male mentors. Again, this isn't therapy. This is masculine soul work. So step 4, rebuild your boundaries, purpose, and vision. Now, one of the biggest signs of blue pill programming is boundary collapse. You say yes when you mean no. You overextend, yes to this, yes to that. You explain yourself when you really shouldn't. You hesitate to say, that is not okay with me. Why? Because you're trained to be liked, not respected. Men need respect. The anecdote? Well, rebuild your boundaries. Reconnect with your purpose and clarify your vision. This is what makes you magnetic. Not fake confidence, not bravado, but clear values, clear standards, and zero apology for having both. Tools that you need? Well, values-based goal setting, purpose coaching, assertiveness training in men-only spaces. You don't need permission to live with strength, but you do need practice. Step 5, we're going to integrate the shadow. You see, every blue man carries a shadow. Parts of himself he was taught to hide, suppress, or feel ashamed of. Their anger, sexual energy, ambition, dominance, boundaries. But here's the truth. You can't lead from a place of suppression. To heal, you must turn toward the parts of yourself you were taught to fear and reintegrate them with strength and integrity. This is what mature men do. What helps? Shadow work coaching, Jungian, depth therapy, guided embodiment work, conscious men's groups where nothing gets shamed. Because when you integrate your shadow, you become whole. Final step, and this is the 6th one, reconnect, or for the first time connect, to the brotherhood. You weren't meant to do this alone. Masculinity isn't something you read about. It's something you remember in the presence of other grounded men. This is why we built the Men's Support Network, to reconnect or connect to each other, to create judgment-free space for the kind of healing that actually works for us. In our directory, you will find vetted male practitioners, red pill aware, feminism free, trained to support men without shaming their masculinity. No scripts, no re-education, just real work, real results, and real brotherhood. If you are trained to suffer in silence, I was, to submit, to suppress, to stay small, that training ends today. Your strength was never lost. It was just buried. And this journey, it's about digging it up. If this video resonated with you, subscribe, share it with a brother, and most of all, take action. Visit our site, find a man or group who gets it, and take that next step back to yourself. This is your comeback, and it's just beginning. Now, if you're a male mental health practitioner who wants to work with men, my email and website are in the description below. Until next week, stay safe, stay sharp, and stay strong. Thank you for watching.